Obi-Wan never told you what happened to your father, did he?
He did. He told me enough. He told me what you killed him.
Oh, you fool! I am your father.
No, not true. It's impossible.
Luke, join the dark side, and we can rule the galaxy as father and son.
No.
Hello there.
Hello, and welcome back to the Talking to the Max podcast.
Star Wars edition.
Yes,
Yeah.
this week's theme is
Star Wars.
Star Wars. So,
We're gonna discuss some memories of Star Wars. We're also gonna rank the films.
we've got got no emails this week. No, we have got plenty of problem emails, but we're not going to go through them this week. It's just
We'll
Star Wars.
and then we'll go through them next week, and we'll go through the normal segments and everything. But
And
next week it will also be films.
No, next week won't be filmed.
What will
Next
it be?
week we might have a special guest.
Really?
Yeah, I might have booked a special guest.
Who?
I can't tell you that. You'll have to wait and see.
For next episode, you'll find out the guests.
Maybe, but yes. Now, Max, on to you. What are we doing first?
First, I've got a recommendation for you all to watch. There is a certain video up on the internet called Jude Skywalker.
Yeah, well, what if I begin the podcast with that?
Ooh.
But anyway,
Okay, so we have 12 films to rank, which is The Core 9, Rogue One, Solo, and then the Clone Wars movie, because George Lucas released an extra
we've got-
long
yeah,
episode
yeah,
in
so-
cinemas.
there's the originals,
The
then
prequels,
the prequels,
which is like set before the
there's
originals.
the new
Disney
ones,
ones.
and then there's like the spin-off Disney ones, so there's like Solo movie and Rogue One,
And then there's the Clone Wars film.
which you may or may not have seen. I can't remember it very well. But I
but-
can tell you right now, disclaimer, that is the bottom for me.
Yeah, same here. So number 12, Clone Wars film.
Can't remember much about it. And it got Jabba the Hutt's son in it.
Yeah, Stinky the Hutt, and he wasn't cute because all he did was cry. Remember that? And the sound effect for the crying was so weird. Didn't we watch it at Uncle Ian's house?
Don't know.
I think I remember watching it at Uncle Ian's house, and I've seen it like twice. Not very many memories. We're not going to talk about this one for
Yeah,
long. In
rubbish.
fact, it was pretty bad.
So, Max-
it should have just been 2 episodes.
Max, what is second bottom for you? So, I think that you are going to put the Solo movie second bottom.
Yeah, number 11
No.
is Solo.
No,
What-
I've got
what-
to disagree.
What is your number 11?
My number 11 is... Where's my number 11? Oh, yeah. It's Attack of the Clones.
Ooh, that is. I will talk about that soon. But yeah, let's talk
think,
about that first. The dialogue is awful.
Have we got to agree on one and then have, like, a collective order? Or do we just talk about our orders? So do you want to agree on one, so fight for yours and then make my argument? Or will we not ever come to an agreement?
I'll fight. We'll just like discuss the ones that you put,
Okay,
we each
okay.
put, and then like we can argue about why they're good and why they're
So the
not.
Solo movie should not be the second bottom because it's a good film.
No, it's not right.
It is. It's a good film.
Yeah, no one wanted. Well, I'm sure some people wanted
It's
to
good.
see, but
You get to. You
I
find
wasn't
out.
that bothered about seeing Han Solo being played by another random geezer.
Yeah, but you find out who.
And Lando.
You find out how Han Solo met Chewie. You find out how Han Solo got the Millennium Falcon. You find out how he met Lando.
Yeah,
Calrissian, whatever it's called.
that,
It's good.
and also Darth Maul.
You find out how he got his name.
and you find out Darth Maul's still alive,
Yeah.
which
See?
is
It's good.
yeah, but it's not bad, but I just haven't seen it much. I've seen it like 3 times,
No,
and
it blew me
it's-
away.
it's the least memorable in my opinion.
No. It's,
Attack for Clones, I kind of agree with you on because the dialogue, what the characters say, it's terrible. I don't.
Put it this way.
I don't like sand. It's coarse and it's rough and it's irritating and it gets everywhere.
I've watched Attack of the Clones many times before, and to be honest, the only parts I remember
It's Yoda fighting.
now is when they're in the massive arena thing.
Oh yeah.
And that's mainly because of the Lego game. That's mainly why I remember
my
that.
favourite scene in Attack of the Clones.
Oh, it's good when C-3PO gets put on that droid's head.
And
And he goes like,
that's
die,
so
Jedi,
silly.
die!
Die, Jedi dogs. He says, "Die, Jedi dogs."
Oh.
It's silly, but it's funny. It's cool. My favourite scene in it though is when Anakin goes to save his mum, because it foreshadows later on Anakin turned into the dark side. That's why he turned to the dark side. He was having nightmares and stuff.
Yeah.
And it foreshadows Revenge of the Sith, which I like.
I think
Anyway,
that a solo movie is better than Attack of the Clones.
I wouldn't say it's worse than Attack of the Clones. I'd just rather watch Attack of the Clones.
I'd rather watch solo movie. I think it's good.
Number 10, Jude.
So what have I got just above solo movie? I think. Oh no. So I've got Clone Wars movie bottom. Then I've got Attack of the Clones. Then it is Rogue One.
Rogue One, okay. I've got Attack of the Clones. We've already
Attack of the
discussed
Clones.
Attack of the Clones.
So both quite low.
Yeah, we both pretty much agree on Attack of the Clones and why it's near the bottom.
So for me,
Also, it looks dated. It's so dated now. It looks like a cartoon.
Rogue One was a good film.
I like all of these films, by the way.
Yeah, Rogue One was good, but I thought it was good, but like I say, it's not as memorable, and there's not nostalgia as you've got with the other ones. I feel like I prefer solo movie because there is a little bit of nostalgia because obviously I know it's not the same
characters,
actor,
you know.
but you do know the character, you get to know him, and there's
Yeah,
Chewbacca.
that is a good argument. But the last 10 minutes of Rogue One is epic. Because you've got Darth Vader coming in through corridors, destroying all them rebels.
There's that guy who's like, I am one with the Force and the Force is one with me. Or
Oh
something.
yeah, the blind guy. He
He's
was
quite good.
awesome. And also there was the droid, the K2SO droid. He's funny. He's a bit like sarcastic, and they all die.
Yeah.
I remember being so shocked that they all died. But anyway, it's alright at the beginning, but towards the end it just gets incredible. But I can understand why you would have it so low.
It's number 9.
At number 9, I have The Rise of Skywalker. Episode
Rise
9.
of Skywalker at number 9.
Yeah, number 9 is number 9.
Wow.
What's yours?
I think my number 9. I think my number 9 is also. Oh no, I think my number 9 is the solo movie.
Is it? It's
yeah,
number 9.
solo movie. Only, you were scared because you thought I was going to put it at the top. But no.
Yeah, you
it's
could
number
say,
9.
oh yeah, Solo movie, it's incredible, it's number 1. Anyway, Solo, yeah, it's got some nostalgia because you know the characters, but they're not played by the same people. But the guy who plays Han Solo does do a pretty good job, because I was worried he was just going to try and impersonate him, almost, but he didn't.
So
he
you've,
did a pretty
you've
good
got
job.
Rise of Skywalker, which is the last one. So did you not enjoy it? 'Cause I remember you really enjoying it when we went to see it. You were like, that's the best film ever, that's very good.
No, that was Dad. That was Dad. I remember being really tired and be like, yeah, it was enjoyable. And I agree with Morgan on this one. They didn't explain how Palpatine came back to
the
life.
start of it seemed a bit rushed, to be
Yeah,
fair.
it's like the opening thought was like, the dead speak, the hidden footage is being found of Palpatine. And then in like 2 seconds you see Kylo Ren like running through planets and like finding him.
It was a good.
It was cool.
It was good though.
But there's a few plot holes, like the fact that Jedi can heal almost makes them be able to save people from dying, which in Revenge of the Sith, they say that Jedi can't do that. So a few contradictions there. And also, it turns out Darth Vader didn't kill Palpatine, which was the whole point, because he was meant to bring balance to the Force, and by killing Palpatine, he did that. But seeing as Palpatine survived, he didn't. He did still save Luke, which was nice, but
yeah.
all this stuff has been explained in the books, and also that Rey and Kylo Ren kissed, which was that was random.
Yeah, I didn't like that bit.
Yeah, but I still really enjoyed it. It was just like thinking back on like, that didn't make sense. So did that. Also, you know what my favourite scene, which I absolutely loved in that film, was?
What?
When Han Solo came back in Kylo Ren's memory, and
yeah,
it was like, "Hey
good.
kid," and it was like reversed the lines from Force Awakens, and it was like it felt planned, and Kylo Ren, everything with Kylo Ren was actually really good.
Yeah, but yeah, so you've got that at number 9. Yeah.
You've got Solo at number 9, which
So,
we've talked about.
Number
8.
8. What do you have, Max?
Rogue One.
You have Rogue One at number 8. Well, I think this means that once I've mentioned this, we'll have mentioned all the same films. That
Why?
means our bottom 4 will be the same.
Number 8 is Rise of Skywalker for you.
Right, the Rise of Skywalker.
Yeah. We've discussed them both. Rogue One's cool. Like, also what I like about Rogue One is it leads into Episode 4
A New Hope.
really well.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's really nice. And they used computers to recreate Princess Leia and Grand Moff Tarkin.
Yeah.
That was pretty cool. Rise of Skywalker we've already discussed. I liked the nostalgic stuff, so I liked Leia, I liked Chewie, I liked... Palpatine was cool in it.
Yeah.
But we've discussed those films, so I think we should quickly move on to number 7.
Number 7 then, so what have we got left? Because we've all got the same ones left. We've got the 3 original ones.
We've got 2 of the prequel ones.
2 of the prequels and 2 of the new ones. The first 2 new ones.
Yeah.
Okay, so number 7 for me is Phantom Menace.
Number 7 for me is The Last Jedi.
Which one's that? Is that the middle one?
The middle one in the Disney trilogy.
Oh no.
Because-
That's good, that one.
Yeah, I will defend this film to people because everyone, well, a lot of fans hate the fact that Luke is all grumpy and refuses to like do anything about Kylo Ren and Snoke, which loads of people didn't like. But I thought that it surprised me and I didn't expect it, so I think it was a nice, it was a cool twist.
Yeah.
And also Luke is very Luke at the end, when he's like using the Force to kind of like save him. Like
He used his power, doesn't he, to like make it look like he's somewhere he's not.
Yeah, I've heard people say that his death's a bit pathetic, but I thought it was quite heroic.
Yeah, it was good. So
Phantom. Also, you put Phantom Menace there.
Yeah, because I think it's a bit boring at times.
Yeah, you were right about one thing, Master. The negotiations were short. But I have a controversial opinion on Phantom Menace, and it's, Jar Jar Binks.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's annoying. Yeah, he's a bit
He's the best
kidder.
character.
But I think he massively improves the film. Cause think how dull it would feel if little Anakin wasn't in there, and if Jar Jar wasn't in there.
Yeah.
And all the nostalgia from that film, like, it makes me put it really high on my list.
I'm not a massive fan of it, but
Nostalgia,
it's
Lego
good.
Star Wars.
The last scenes are good, and like the Lego Star
Darth
Wars,
Maul. Darth Maul fight is one of the best lightsaber fights in the entire thing.
Yeah, it's good.
'Cause
Right,
it's just so
number
epic.
6. What have you got at number 6?
Phantom Menace.
Phantom Menace.
I have it at my number 6 because I rewatched it recently. I was like, oh, this is really fun actually. I like the new creatures. I like the Gungans.
What about the ones
I like
that
the
are like doing
ducks.
the commentary?
I like the two-headed guy.
Yeah.
I forgot his name, but yeah. The Toydarians. I like the Toydarians. A Toydarian is Watto. Watto is a Toydarian. Like, I'm a Toydarian. Yeah, I like Watto. He's cool.
Well, my number 6 is it? Is The Last Jedi.
Oh, so it's reversed there as well.
Yeah. So why do you think Phantom Menace is better than Last Jedi?
Because I grew up with the Phantom Menace, and yeah, I remember watching it in 3D. Like the Trade Federation blowing up in 3D was really cool. I'm not saying epic. Also, Last Jedi doesn't have a single lightsaber fight, but the Darth Maul fight is really cool.
Yeah,
It's like-
I think
And the music. Da, 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 da.
good
Yeah.
music. But I think that the Last Jedi, that was called Last Jedi.
Yeah.
It just captures my entertainment a bit more, keeps it a bit more gripped.
Yeah. and-
Even though there's no lightsaber fights, it seems a bit more faster paced, and
Yeah, but.
even though I am at the age of
But-
19 now, I still do prefer a bit of a faster paced film sometimes.
Yeah, but the thing is with the pace for me is that there's this side plot on on the casino planet with like Finn and Rose, and that bit like slowed the film down for me.
Yeah, but it was quite entertaining. It weren't like a slow theme, was it?
Yeah, and then they rescue the animals, but they don't rescue the slave children. They just leave the slave children there, and it's like, what?
But
But I really like the stuff with Rey and Luke. That's my favourite part. And when Yoda comes back, Yoda
see,
Force Ghost.
so do you think it's better than Phantom Menace?
Phantom Menace has Yoda.
Yeah, but it's not as good.
Anger leads to hate.
Yeah, but
Hate leads to suffering.
it's not as good. He's not as good in that one as he is in.
Yeah, because it's jokey Yoda in Last Jedi, and it's puppet Yoda.
Yeah.
It's not computer.
Anyway, on to number
5.
top 5 now. So we've
I've-
got the 3 originals. We've got
One of the prequels,
which one's what's it called?
Revenge of the Sith.
Revenge of the Sith.
and we've got Force Awakens. And at number 5, I have Force Awakens.
At number 5, I have Revenge of the Sith.
No! How could you? You were meant to bring balance to the rankings, not ruin them.
No, again, it's not long since I watched the prequels, but the only scenes I can particularly remember from it, there's a bit at the start where they're in the ships.
Yeah, and Anakin beheads Count Dooku, and then
Yeah.
Palpatine's like, do it.
And then there's obviously the last scene, which you don't even
It
like.
turns in what?
You don't even like the last bit.
What is it? No, that one.
What are you on about? No, on Revenge of the Sith.
What's the last bit?
When they're fighting it.
Oh no, that's cool.
You said you don't like the lightsaber fight.
No, I said I'd rather watch the lightsaber fight in Force Awakens because it's like slower and you feel like more like it's more intense in a way because it feels like someone could actually get like stabbed or something, whereas it's so quick and so choreographed
Yeah.
that you feel like no one's gonna get hurt, but that it's still cool. Also, I like Anakin's turn to the dark side. It's like it's also the grittiest like one. When you're like 10 and you watch it, you're like, oh, that's so cool, and Anakin was so cool, and it was so dark and cool.
Yeah, it's really cool how he kills all those kids.
Yeah. Maybe his turn was a bit quick, but I like the scene where Palpatine's telling him the Darth Plagueis the Wise about the guy who was a Sith and could stop people
back
from
to life,
dying.
yeah.
That was cool because that made sense with Anakin and why he'd want to do that. Yeah, it's good.
So my number 4 is Force Awakens.
You have your number 4, I have mine. My number 4 is A New Hope.
A New Hope.
Episode 4.
So you've got... my number 4 is Force Awakens.
What I like about Force Awakens, everyone says it's like a remake of...
Yeah, but that's
A
what
New
makes
Hope.
it good. I think that makes it good. It's
Yeah.
not identical.
Yeah, it's not identical, and what I like about it, it's almost like it shows you everything you loved about the original Star Wars films. It was like the best, like it was like a tribute. It was everything you loved about Star Wars on the big screen. It was.
I might be rating it a bit higher than it probably is because of the excitement to go and watch it. Because it was like the first.
Yeah,
one
it was
back.
the first one we went to see at the cinema, and it was so exciting. Han Solo was incredible in it, and the twist where Kylo Ren's kid is.
Yeah, I think
I
it
didn't
is
see that coming.
the fourth best one. I think it's a great
Yeah.
film.
A New Hope. A New Hope's
So
a bit...
you've got Revenge of the Sith.
Return of the Jedi and Empire Strikes Back as in my top
Above.
three, not in no particular order.
Above A New Hope.
Yeah, I have one of the prequels above one of the
Do
originals.
you want to explain, or
I just don't like Revenge of the Sith.
what about A New Hope though? A New Hope's a classic one.
Yeah, it's the classic. It's the one that started it all. I'd just rather watch on a normal day. I'd rather watch the others.
You'd rather watch Revenge of the Sith
Yeah, it.
than
To
A
be
New
fair,
Hope.
the tragedy of Darth Plagueis the Wise.
Yeah, but it's just not as good. It's not the same.
It has more lightsaber fights, and also remember the fight between Obi-Wan and Darth Vader. It's a bit slow, isn't it? It's like
Even not got Han Solo in it.
what Revenge of the Sith?
Yeah.
Oh, true. It has Chewbacca in it though.
But anyway, on to the top three. So, surely next, your number 3 is going to be Revenge of the Sith.
Yeah.
I've got A New Hope at number 3. I think New Hope is a good film, but I think it's the worst of the original.
Yeah, it's a bit slow. Like, it's the most dialogue based,
Yeah.
and it was in the 70s, so like things weren't as like quick and like action packed. It was probably really good in the time, but I really like it.
Yeah.
I really like all of them.
But you think Revenge of the Sith is better?
Yeah, I'd watch it.
Anyway, right, so, top 2. So, we've got the same top 2. We've got, what's it called? The Empire Strikes Back.
And Return of the Jedi.
Return of the
5
Jedi.
and
So,
6.
Max, which one is your number 1? Which one's your number 2?
My number 1 is Empire Strikes Back.
Do you want to explain why that's your number 1 and why Return of the Jedi is number 2?
I am your father. And I think it's the most consistently entertaining. Like, it starts on the snow planet in Hoth, and Luke gets attacked by that snow monster, and he has to use the Force to protect himself. And then you've got the bickering between Han and Leia, and the fight in the snow planet where they have to take down the AT-ATs. Then you've got Luke with Yoda training, and Yoda's lessons with Luke, and you've got the meteor field chase,
Yeah.
and you've got Cloud City and Lando,
Yeah.
and you've got the big twist that Darth Vader is Luke's father. It's just so
I like him.
fast and
The ending as well, when they're in that ship and Luke's got his metal hand or whatever it is, his robot hand.
Yeah.
At the end when the music's playing.
yeah, the
It's a good-
music's
good
really good and
finish.
all. Yeah,
But for me,
it's Return of the Jedi.
that's number 2, and Return of the Jedi is the best Star Wars film.
Return of the Jedi has my favourite scene in Star Wars in it.
Which one?
When you've got Luke and Vader and the Emperor all in one room, and then like Palpatine's like manipulating Luke, like getting him to like fight Vader, and then Vader's like trying to anger Luke, and he eventually does, and Luke chops off Vader's arm, and then he decides he isn't gonna go down this path, this dark path, and he goes, "No, I'm a Jedi, like my father before me."
Yeah.
It just gives you chills. And then and then Palpatine electrocutes him, and then Vader picks Palpatine up and
Gets
chucks
him.
him down the shaft.
See, I think that's the best one because I just think it's the best one because it's a great ending to it. You've got the Ewoks in it as well, where they think that C-3PO's got magic powers.
Oh, and like worshipping C-3PO.
Yeah.
That's funny. And you've got the twist that Luke and Leia are brother and sister.
Yeah.
A bit awkward after watching Empire Strikes Back, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, but
You've got the Rancor monster.
Oh yeah,
That tries to eat him. You've got Jabba the Hutt, Jabba's palace, and you've got Jedi Rocks.
Jedi Rocks, exactly.
The best musical number in all of film.
And then you've got all the ghosts at the end as well.
Wait, I forgot a film, and I have to give, and I would put that at number 1. Do you know what it is?
Christmas special.
The holiday special.
Holiday special.
Amazing. You get to see Chewbacca's family. I recommend it. You should see it on YouTube. It's quality.
Oh,
It's the most entertaining of Star Wars. It's comedy gold.
Right, well, I don't think that's going to be happening anytime soon for me. But, yes, that's our ranking. So, Max, what is the best Star Wars tune? That's the best music, Star Wars.
When Luke's looking out to the sunset and it goes... doo, 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 doo. Or when Qui-Gon Jinn and Obi-Wan are fighting Darth Maul. You've got...
Duel of the Fates.
Yeah. Yeah, you've got the people actually like opera singers during it.
Yeah,
And it's like, yeah, it's intense. And do you know what the Duel of the Fates actually means? It's actually the duel that determines Anakin's fate. Because if Qui-Gon hadn't been killed, he would have trained Anakin. And he was more of a father figure to Anakin, and Anakin would have never turned to the dark side.
Yeah.
There's that. What's your favourite Star Wars character?
Favourite Star Wars character? Other than Watto. Is that what it's called? Watto?
Yeah, Watto.
Is
Annie. Is that you, Annie?
Favourite Star Wars character? See, I don't want to be basic and say Han Solo, although he's one of the best ones, but best Star Wars character.
I think I've one that's best other than Han Solo.
Who?
Emperor Palpatine.
Emperor Palpatine. What?
No, you will die.
What about if I said C-3PO for his comedy?
Yeah, he is good in. I like him in Rise of Skywalker. You know when he's telling them some facts and they all turn around at him and he turns around as well.
Yeah. I thought Rise of Skywalker were one of your worst films though.
Yeah. But they're all good. You can have positives about a film and it be your
So
lowest.
Max, if you could get rid of a Star Wars film and remake it yourself how you wanted to, don't tell me necessarily how you'd remake it because we'd be here forever, but which Star Wars film would you want to remake? You can change the storyline, you can keep the storyline the same and just do it differently. You
can't pick a middle one because then you'd have to remake the other two. And I'd have to... seeing as it would be... if you took this one, you'd only have to take it and remake one. I would probably choose The Rise of Skywalker.
Yeah, I thought you'd say that because you weren't a massive fan of that, were you?
I was a fan. It's just... I was a fan of Rise of Skywalker. What made you think that I wasn't?
I don't know, you just constantly seem to be complaining about it.
I find plot holes with it, but that doesn't alter my enjoyment of the film.
These have been Max's controversial Star Wars opinions, haven't they? Hello?
Yeah, and Jude's.
Yeah, very
because we both had Phantom Menace pretty high. The one with Jar Jar Binks.
So yeah, next week it'll be a bit something different. Back to a normal podcast, I guess.
Yeah, this one is for like people who like Star Wars.
Yeah.
You can watch it if you don't.
If you've got this far without liking Star Wars, then I can only commend you for that.
Round of applause to you.
But yeah, anyway, I think that wraps it up. Anything you want to say, Max, before we finish?
Greedo shot. No. McClunky shot. No. My hand shot first.